Laurent Freixe. I am Executive Vice President for Nestle Group, and I'm in charge of Europe. I think first and foremost, the business through innovation, through investments, can create job opportunities, and not only in emerging markets. So that's probably the first and best contribution we can give: job creation, to give opportunities to people in emerging markets, but as well in developed markets. The second thing, in a context where youth unemployment is a major challenge for developed economies, especially European economies, we can as well have programs to facilitate access of the youth to employment through vocational programs, apprenticeship, internship, you name it. I think the business can do a lot in those areas. What we have done is that we have looked at where our business intersects the most with society and community. And we have identified three main areas where we can really contribute and make a difference to society. One is nutrition. We are in a world where 1 billion people are suffering from malnutrition, 2 billion people are suffering from micronutrient deficiencies, and on the other side of the planet, 1.5 billion people are overweight or obese. So nutrition, there we can make a significant contribution, because we play a role in the life of everyone at every stage of its life, from birth to elderly ages. So that's one area. The second area is water. Water is critical to life. Water is critical and is key to a healthy diet. And the water is extremely important to agriculture. And we use in our products agricultural raw material. 70% of the water used goes into agriculture. So we do believe that there as well we can make a contribution, and we can make a difference through sanitation projects, through water management projects, and through a better use of water in our own operations. And the third dimension is rural development. The major inequalities, or the major divide among the population, is between urban and rural populations. So most of our factories are based in rural areas, close to the raw materials, and we put a lot of emphasis at developing relationships with farmers and rural communities. Just one example, we got a factory in Punjab in India. It's a milk factory, so we got a milk district with 100,000 farmers bringing every day their milk to the factory. We are also very much engaged in the cocoa supply chain and in the coffee supply chain, and are strengthening our relationship with the farmers. I think what is very, very important is that we don't look at we don't assimilate corporate social responsibility to philanthropy or to charity. Because if we do, then it is not sustainable. What is important is to embed corporate social responsibility into the business model of the companies. And this is again what we are doing with the creating shared value concept, with this fundamental idea that we want to create value for society and for the community. At the same time, we create value for our shareholders. If we do that, and if we embed that in the business model, then we can contribute meaningfully and sustainably. What we're doing in emerging markets is developing initiatives to set up micro distributors, or what we call door-to-door entrepreneurs. We have a program, for instance, in Brazil, where we have taught and developed a partnership with 10,000 women from favelas to set up their own door-to-door business to supply a range of nutritious products. So those are the kind of things we do in Brazil, South Africa, in Asia, in many countries across the world. And through those programs we employ directly or indirectly dozens of thousand people. I think what is very, very critical, and this is what we are doing very much at Nestle, is to make very, very clear the case for capturing 100% of the potential of the human capital. And if you look at it like this, then obviously you have to take care of the women as part of your human resources capital. So we have done a lot to bring awareness, to educate, to identify what are the psychological hurdles or the practical hurdles for women to have opportunities and to develop. And we are not implementing quotas because we really strongly believe that people should be promoted according to their merit and to their capabilities, but we are really building up the case, making people aware of the importance to really build up and capture 100% of the potential, and that means that most of it is with women. And we see really very, very good results materializing naturally, step by step, at all levels of the organization, from shop floor workers to the highest level of the management team. It's a different feel. It's more, it's warm, it's social, it's connected, and it's a really good feeling. So I'm very impressed and very pleased to be part of it.